Hey guys, Chris back with you again, and I am out at Lake Monroe near Bloomington, Indiana. And today what I'm going to show you is I'm going to be making a gravity filter, water filter, out of a dry bag and this filter. So stay tuned. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to make a gravity filter. As I said earlier, we're going to make a gravity filter out of this dry bag and this filter. So I cannot take credit for this idea. I saw this on YouTube. I'm just recreating it for you all. So let's start out by opening the filter. And this particular filter, this Hydro Blue filter, the reason I chose it, and I got it on Amazon, is because it comes with everything that you need to make this happen. It comes with tubing. It comes with a waterproof bulkhead. And it comes with a flow control, and of course the filter. So let me show you how to make this. So the first thing you want to do is you want to grab your dry bag, because you're going to cut a very small hole in it in order to make room for the bulkhead. So the way we're going to do this is I'm going to make sure that the bottom is all the way out, and then I'm going to fold it over like this, and basically I'm going to cut off a small snippet of the bottom, and that's going to create a hole big enough. That's going to create a hole big enough for the bulkhead to slip through. So it doesn't have to be very big. About that size. Actually, I could have even gone smaller with it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our bulkhead and we're going to unscrew the cap to it and take off one of the washers, because one washer goes on the outside and one washer goes on the inside. So you take that off. We're going to take this part and we're going to push it through the hole that we just created. Until we get to the washer. Like that. See? Now we're going to put the washer on the outside back on and screw the bulkhead in. You don't have to make it completely tight, but you want to make it as tight as you can. Just hand tighten it down there. So there you go. And now we'll get busy building the rest of it. So the next step is to take your tubing and take about 6 inches of it and cut it off. And the reason for this is you're going to use this, this is the section that's going to go on past the filter that will fill into the bottle. So we'll cut about 6 inches off, we'll put that away, and then we'll take our tubing and we will put it there. Now, that's all good. Next thing you want to do is put on your flow control nozzle. Maybe. Yep. And put it up there. Make sure you clamp it down. Then the next step is to put on your filter. Make sure that you pay attention to the arrow where it says water flow. And you just put that piece on in the right direction. And then lastly, you put the tubing over the end of it. It's easier said than done. And you don't necessarily have to put this tubing on the end of it, but I think it's more convenient. And there you go. Now you have a 2-liter gravity water filter. Now, I should also mention that if you're not so crazy about using an untested filter like Hydro Blue, let me just tell you that you can also replace this with a Sawyer Mini. That will also work in this case. I'm going to try this out, and I'm going to gather up some water from the lake, and we'll see if the whole thing works. Okay, so one of the benefits to this, and one of the reasons I wanted to do this, is because I'm tired of using squeeze bags from Sawyer, and this is much easier to fill. So that's what I'm going to do right now, before I fall in the lake. So this water in this lake is pretty dirty. So we'll see if I get Giardia or not. But as far as filling it goes, it's going to be relatively easy. Bam, 2 scoops and I got it. It's full, it's ready to be filtered. Okay, you can see here I have the filter hung up, and I've got it. It's not leaking at all, so I'm going to let some of it out to flush out the filter. I'll take it a second here. It's going to be a second before we get any flow because it has to go through. There we go. So I don't know if you can see the flow here. It's flowing out pretty well. So now, first I'm going to taste it before I add it to my other water. No. I thought it was going to taste like the inside of this bag, but it doesn't. It tastes just fine. We're going to go ahead and fill out the rest of the water. But now you can see why it's important to have this extra rubber piece. Actually, you could probably go a little bit longer with it too, or hang your bag lower. Yeah, 2 liters, and I'll have that filtered in a couple of minutes. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, leave your comments below, and I will link to the materials in the description box below. Thanks for watching. Get out there and explore. Peace.